was, beside themselves, but they were excited.
Thank you.
That's okay, Joe. We're beside ourselves, so that's all right.
Joe, how did you and Leo end up on the G-Shock as the one that y'all wanted to do?
That was it can get pretty expensive. So I was going to go with the Rolexes first, but that was a little out of my price range at this point in my career. So we went to G-Shocks.
Joe, what over the years or over the last couple of years has impressed you the most when you watch Patrick Mahomes from afar and how he handles the position?
Just always seems to make plays when a play needs to be made. No matter what happens early in the game, he always comes through in the clutch to score points when they need to. He's been doing it for years. Excited for the opportunity that we have, though.
Do you have a relationship with him at all? Have you ever met?
No, not too much. We've talked every now and then, but I wouldn't call it a relationship.
Joe, you've talked a lot this year about being able to win in multiple different ways. There are some games where you have to take care of the ball, other games where you're going to have to score a bunch of points. When you're going up against the Chiefs, and Patrick Mahomes is on the other side, do you just assume you're going to have to put up a ton of points on offense?
Yeah, I'd say that's safe to say. They've been one of the best offenses in the league for since he's been the starting quarterback. So we're going in expecting to have to score a lot of points, and we'll adapt accordingly.
Joe, in this 8-game winning streak, the Chiefs defense has been keeping people out of the end zone. They've been really good in terms of points allowed. Could you tell? I don't know how much tape you've looked at, how many games, but what was the turning point for them? They weren't playing that well in the beginning of the year, and now they're playing gangbusters. Can you put your finger on any one thing?
They've been forcing a lot of turnovers. They're top 2 or 3 in the league in forcing turnovers. And they're very opportunistic in those situations. So, we're going to have to take care of the ball, take our opportunities when they come, and be smart with the football.
So when you watched the tape of the game on Sunday, the 5:25, was there anything that struck you like yesterday or, on Monday when you were looking at the tape that surprised you that you didn't realize until you watched tape?
No, I think we all knew what happened on the field.
Kansas City has a very raucous crowd and really gets after it. Talk about just the energy you felt last week and what you hope to feel from the fans this week.
Yeah, the fans are a big advantage when you're playing at home and a disadvantage if you're playing on the road. It really affects your ability to manipulate the defense with snap count. And so we need our fans to come out in full force, be loud, be proud, and help us get this win.
Thank you.
Joe, do you feel like what y'all did last week raises the expectations of what you think the offense should be able to do on a weekly basis?
No, I think we've felt the same way the whole year. We know what we can be. We know, where we have to get better, and so we're going to continue to do that.
During the offseason, you spoke a lot about making plays down the field. Early in the season, you spoke about beating the blitz. What's next for you? Is there a specific area that you're thinking a lot about right now, like you were the deep ball and the blitz at different points of the year?
No, I think we just got to maintain this momentum that we have from the last few weeks. We're moving the ball really well on offense right now. We got a good groove running and throwing the football. So we just got to maintain this momentum, have a great week of practice, and come out ready to go on Sunday.
You've had 3 straight games with you've had 3 straight games without an interception. I know that was something that you were really focusing on earlier in the year. What's been the difference for you in terms of that, and especially going into this game? Can you talk a little bit about just what you've done in that regard?
Well, being smarter with the football, not trying to be a hero on every play, and also, we've kind of turned our luck in that situation. Some of the batted balls that turned into interceptions at the beginning of the year have gone the other way, and that's how the season goes sometimes.
Joe, a lot was made. That's all we heard about for months upon months was the lack of a deep passing game, deep of a It's all we heard. And now I think, I don't know, something like you get the most touchdown passes over 30 yards or something in this century or something like that. What made the deep ball so good this year as opposed to last year? What changed? What improved?
Well, our offensive line is playing a lot better. They're giving me more time in the pocket. We drafted this guy named Jamar Chase that, is really good down the field, and T. Higgins has become one of the, premier 50-50 ball catchers in the league. And then you have TB that's, gotten a lot better at run after the catch and work in the middle of the field. So, I mean, we're pretty explosive right now. We just got to maintain this momentum that we have.
Oh, do you think your arm is stronger or is it the same?
It's definitely stronger than it was last year. That's something that's going to continue to get better after every offseason that I have.
Joe, from a personnel standpoint, they seem to have, a Pro Bowl caliber player at every level of their defense, just about like every defense in the NFL. What do you think of this Chiefs defensive unit as a group?
They have a really good scheme. You can tell they're well coached. They don't have any guys where you watch film and you think, we can get after this guy. They're all very solid players that understand their scheme and are really good at disguising their coverages.
So the last game, you got Jamar on some of those shallow crosses where he got a lot of yards after catch. Was that just a product of the way Baltimore was playing it, or would you like to get him involved that way a little bit more?
It's just a product of how they were playing it. I think certain times they're playing their zone blitz in the second half, and when you zone blitz, you leave opportunities underneath for catch and runs, and Jamar took advantage of that.
Joe, on tape, it looks like the deep ball your deep ball specifically has changed throughout the season as it progressed. Have you kind of felt the same way? Has there been a difference in the way you've thrown it or the way you felt about it as the year has gone longer?
No, I think we've been pretty good all year. I would say that we understand the kind of throw that we need to make against different leverages and techniques that the corner plays. We just have a lot more reps accumulated throughout the season to understand those situations. And, we know that we can throw it against just about any coverage that they face.
Joe, you have a Pro Bowl running back in Joe Mixon, but you also had a very productive back in Edwards-Helaire. What would you tell your defense about preparing for a guy like that?
You got to be ready for him out of the backfield. Clyde's a great receiving back out of the backfield. Everyone knows he can run the ball, and he's good in protection. But I think where Clyde makes his money is out of the backfield catching routes.
Thank you.
Joe, do you know Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah, I've never met him in person, but we've talked every now and then over social media and text.
Are you looking forward to this game knowing that I know you spoke about wanting to play well in big games, but for a lot of it, a lot of people say you and Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert and some of these young quarterbacks are why the league is going to be so exciting for the next couple of years. Are you excited to go toe-to-toe with what some people say might be the best quarterback in the league right now?
I think whoever was lining up from across from us this week, we were going to be excited to play. I mean, this is a big opportunity, whether it's the Chiefs or whoever they throw out there against us. We got an opportunity to go out there and win our division and make the playoffs. So, we're playing a really good team who's been in the Super Bowl the last 2 years, but so it's a big opportunity in that sense, but a bigger opportunities for ourselves as far as the division is concerned.
2 minutes. What about Tyrann Mathieu, Joe? What sticks out to you about him as a ball hawk and the way he plays deep?
Yeah, he always just seems to be around the ball. He's good at forcing fumbles and disguising coverages, making it tough on quarterbacks.
How did you come up with the idea to get your offensive linemen those watches?
I just thought of something that, I think they would be excited about. And, that came to mind. And, I think they were pretty excited about it.
We didn't get to ask second alternate for the Pro Bowl is not making a Pro Bowl. Is that something you care about? Was that something that I guess that maybe motivated you or continues to motivate you?
Obviously it would have been nice to make the Pro Bowl, but that's it's not why I play the game. I play the game to win football games, make the playoffs, and I play for those guys in the locker room. So, it is what it is, but that's not why I play.
One more question.
Joe, what would it mean for y'all to be able to clinch a division title with a win over a team like the Chiefs specifically?
You said it. The main thing is we would clinch the division. Doesn't matter who's lined up over there, but obviously playing the Chiefs is a big challenge. It's not going to be easy, and I think our guys are going to be ready for it, though.
All right, Joe, we'll let you go. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Joe.